So today's video is about child-free by choice, not like circumstances made them so, but they decided to be child-free. People have things to say concerning them, and I'll be sharing these stitches with you guys. When we are done, as usual, we'll come back to talk about it. Please, guys, let's watch.
I don't know if this is a serious comment or if it is just a troll trying to get attention, but this is crazy to me. And it's crazy to me the comments that I got on my video about being 38 and not wanting kids. It's so interesting to me how that is so hard for some people to comprehend. I know that I don't want kids, like I know that the sky is blue. I am more sure of it every year of my life. People always say, like, oh, but you might change your mind. Every year that passes, the more sure I am that I am making the right decision for myself. And I don't understand why some people care so much whether somebody else procreates or not, especially somebody that they don't know. And the people who say that if you don't have kids, you're missing out on the meaning of life and life's purpose. In this day and age, I believe that you can find purpose through so many different areas. I find purpose through my work that I do in recovery. I find purpose in my career. I find purpose in my relationship with my family. I find purpose in my relationships with my friends. I find purpose in things that I do in my community. I find purpose when I go and travel the world and experience different cultures. I find purpose in my spiritual life. I mean, there's so many ways to be fulfilled without having kids. There is 0% part of me that feels like I want to be responsible for another human life for the rest of my life. I mean, truly, I just don't have that maternal thing. I always say I have it for my dog. It's fulfilled by my dog. I love my dog so much. And I know that dogs aren't people, but the fact that other people care so much and need everybody to hold their same views is just wild to me. If you ever come across a woman who says she doesn't want kids and she's sure about it, that's the end of the discussion, period.
Can all my women in their 30s tell me what it's like to not have kids? I,
Hi, I'm 33 and I have no kids. And I have no kids by choice. And I don't want kids. I personally don't think this creator did anything wrong having kids in her 30s. I don't think there is a perfect time to have kids. I don't think you'll ever be ready to have kids. As long as you wanted kids, then you're good. You're solid. The kids are going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. But me personally, I don't want kids. I've never wanted kids. You see my house, it's beige as fuck because I don't have kids. My dog, she's not here right now, but she's beige. She fits the aesthetic. I don't, I'm too selfish to have kids, plain and simple. I'm too selfish to have kids. And that's just because I was raised in a Latino household where I practically raised my brothers and sisters, including my mom. I raised her too. So I've been raising people my entire life. I don't want to do it anymore. My mom has scarred me from ever wanting children. My mom says that when I was like 15, even or probably even younger, I always said that I don't want kids. I don't want kids. I don't want, like, I can't imagine the life that I live now. And it's not like I do anything wild. It's not like a fucking going out every single day. I truly like my peace. My house is always quiet. Listen, when my sister, I have a 10-year-old sister. When my sister says, Vicky, I want to, but I'm not. Can you imagine if that was mommy? I simply can't do it. Shout out to all the mothers out there doing it, killing it, single mothers. I was raised by a single mother like you guys. You guys are the bomb.com. But me, simply, I could never do it. I just can't do it. I don't want to do it. I choose not to do it. I'm too selfish with my time. I don't care what the men on this app got to say. Oh, you look old. No man's ever going to want you anyway. I don't care. Pookie, I simply don't care. Look at me. I'm so happy. I can't do it, but it's not for me. My life's great. And I don't think, women that have children, I don't think your life sucks. And I don't understand this beef between women that have children and women who don't have children, like, you guys want to rave about your kids. I love that for you. I want to rave about the fact that I don't have kids and I never will. So I think we should just unite, love each other, say fuck them kids together.
A woman decides to be child free by her own choice, not like she was forced to, or maybe medical condition made her so, or maybe because she didn't get someone to get married to. Now she decided to be child free by her own choice. I don't think people should have opinion on that, since it's what the person decides to as an adult. I'm not talking about maybe a girl of 16 years who might just say it out of ignorance for now, then later in life she decides to change her mind that she wants kids. No, but talking about the adults who already know what life is, and they decide that, yeah, I am not going to have children. So I think they should let them be. People asking what their purpose in life is and stuff, maybe they might think that most of to live a life, or to live a happy life, someone must have to have children or stuff. Well, why it is true in some case, it might also not be true in other cases. People, there might be people who just decide to because they don't want stress of children. Where like us to watch the remaining part of the stitches.
I just saw a video of a woman who did not want kids initially. She got married to a man who does want kids, or so he claimed. But when the kid got here, guess what happened? I'm pretty sure you can guess what happened. All of a sudden, he can't handle being a father. He can't handle taking care of a child. How convenient. Some of these men will say they want a child just to say they want a child, just because it sounds good. But they really don't have a clue how hard it is to take care of a child, because they think it's going to be your job to do it. If you don't want children and your man wants children, I do not care how compatible you guys are. I don't care how well y'all get along. I don't care how much y'all love each other. It ain't going to work. You cannot compromise on a child. You cannot compromise on a human being. You are going to end up resenting that child. And you also going to end up resenting that man, because now you're stuck with both of them for at least 18 years.
If I was a woman, I wouldn't want to have a child either. Why would I want to have a child? I don't need to have a child. I don't need to have a man. I don't need to pretend that I'm in love. I don't need to pretend that I want to be a mother. I don't need to stay at home and play giggle with a little child who's just another slave in the system. I don't have to do any of this shit. Why should I do that? Why should I waste my resources doing this when there's other games that are much more fun that are available for me to play? Why? And don't tell me I will find fulfillment, because my mother didn't find fulfillment. My grandmother didn't find fulfillment. And that's why I'm the byproduct of their lack of fulfillment. So I'm talking as a woman, right? I'm the byproduct of my mom, my grandmother, and all these lineages of women that came before me. And I'm the byproduct of their discontent. And then you tell me I should do the same thing as they did. Well, quite clearly it didn't work out. So why I should do this? What's the point? How's that going to fulfill me? And the only reason I did that before, or a couple of generations ago, is because the zoo required me, through its ordained religious priests and its science of the time, which was religion, that imposes us to do that and gave us, this is what you are as a woman, you're supposed to give birth. And you as a man are supposed to go work in the field like a donkey. This was ordered by the zookeepers in order for us to create more slaves so that we can build the zoo and make the zoo structure increase and grow and grow and grow. So I didn't really want to have a child. I was obliged to have a child. It was what I did because there's nothing else to do. And that was what was told to me to do, even though it may match my biology. I didn't necessarily want to have a child. What for? What's in it for me?
Somebody on Twitter was like, I'm not saying have children, but those of you in your mid-20s to mid-30s flexing about not having or wanting children will live a very lonely life once you hit your mid-40s. Can we stop with this bullshit? If you want kids, do it. If you don't want kids, Don't do it. It literally should not matter to anybody else except for you and the partner you are going to have a kid with or not have a kid with. And also, if you're trying to have a child just so that you're not lonely in your mid-40s, okay, that is possibly one of the worst reasons to have a kid. And this dude was like, procreation is the only thing of value humans can do. Like, that is really telling if you think the only value you add is having sex. There were tons of comments who were like, oh, well, I'm in my mid-40s and I'm not lonely at all. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And this person's like, oh, you're lying. Kids are not your accessories. They are not there to curb your loneliness. They are human beings and deserve to be treated as human beings. You hear about older parents who are now in retirement homes or like nursing homes, and nobody visits them, even though they have like 5 kids. Why do you think that is? I know a lot of us have been conditioned to believe that the ultimate dream is to get married, have 2 or 3 kids, you know, live in a very suburban neighborhood, I don't know, fucking with the white picket fence or whatever. But like, and like, if that's what you want to do, that's fine, go for it, you know, pop out those kids or have kids or whatever. But don't force other people to live by that standard if that's not what they want. I really don't understand why so many people are so nosy about other people having or not having kids. Like, even random strangers on the internet. Like, what does it matter to you personally? Like, really? Being a parent is cool. Being child-free is cool. They're just different choices, and we should just let people make the decision that is right for their life. That's it. That's the moral of the story.
Listen to me. There is no problem with being a child-free adult. The problem is with people judging child-free adults. Like, just because little Timmy was a blessing in your life doesn't mean a child is going to be a blessing in somebody else's life. And people remain child-free for a variety of reasons. Some people just never really wanted kids. Maybe some people feel like they can't afford them. Or maybe they don't want to bring children into a world that's getting increasingly more difficult to happily live in. Whatever the reason, there is absolutely nothing wrong with not wanting children. For me personally, I've never wanted to have kids. And it's been that way for as long as I can remember. I know I played house when I was like 4, but beyond that, I haven't wanted kids. And I am not a baby person at all. I think all babies look the same, and I don't think they're particularly cute. Like, I don't go all goo goo gaga for babies or anything like that. I don't want to hold babies. I don't want to touch babies. I don't want anything to do with babies. And truthfully, I'm very lucky that people haven't hounded me about this for my entire life. And now that I'm in my late 30s, people don't care at all. But even when I was younger, people might ask me like, hey, are you going to have kids? And I would say no. And some people would feel the need to ask why, but for a lot of people, my no was enough. And my mom, God bless her, has never put any pressure on me to have kids at all. My dad never cared about it either. But see, my mom is a baby person. She absolutely loves babies. If there's a baby around, she's going to want to hold it for as long as you'll let her. I know that she would have been thrilled to have grandchildren, and I know that she's at least a little bit disappointed that she's not going to get that experience. But she has never made me feel bad for not wanting to have kids. I would have to date and be in some sort of relationship for that to happen first. And that's never happened, and it's never going to happen. And she's been accepting of that too. I've never been made to feel like I'm less than a woman for not wanting to have children. I've never been made to feel defective or worthless. Not ever. And I know that a lot of people out there have not had that similar experience. They have felt a lot of pressure. And I think that that's really unfortunate. People are allowed to make their own decisions about their own lives. And if one of those decisions is to not have children, then everyone else just needs to accept it. I would like to see more people's choices accepted the way my choices have been accepted. So if you're one of those people that judges others for not wanting to have kids, please stop. It's not your life, and it's not your decision to make. And nobody owes you any sort of explanation for why they don't want to have children. And really, it's none of anyone else's business anyway.
For the love of Pete, please stop asking people that are over the age of 40 that do not have kids. You don't have kids? Why don't you have kids? You don't want to have kids? What if we asked you, you got kids? Why do you have kids? You wanted to have kids? You see how that sounds? It sounds judgy, right? It sounds judgmental. And it's not right. It's not right. If we did it to you, it's not right when you do it to us. It is okay to be over the age of 40 and not have children. I want you to understand this. Some people don't have children by choice, which is okay. Some people don't have children by force, meaning that life in some kind of way has not allowed them to. There are a number of reasons as to why. Understand, you got to be sensitive, okay? You got to be sensitive with that. So let's start accepting that some people over the age of 40 are childless, and it's okay. Like, I'm a mom-ty, okay? I'm a mom auntie. I love my nieces and nephews and my godchildren, right? I get to be a mother figure to them. I love it. And so I just want us to be okay and start normalizing rich auntie vibes, right? Mom-ty vibes, okay? Childless over 40 vibes. It's normal. It's okay. I promise y'all, we're okay. Be easy breezy. Good gracious.
I have made my way to mom talk or baby talk or child-free talk. I am married. I've been married for 3 years, and we do not want children. Now, before I got with my husband, I was never gung-ho like about kids. Like, I love kids. I love children. Like, bring me your child. I will take care. But I never was the type of woman that was like, oh my God, I can't wait to be married, or oh my God, I can't wait to be a mom. And I've been doing some work in therapy about trying to figure that out. But I want to just encourage young women who feel like it's something wrong with me because I haven't been like fiending for kids. It's nothing wrong with you, babe. It's nothing wrong with you. There are really maybe 3 reasons, high level. There are many more that I can go to. But for the sake of this video, there are 3 reasons why I wouldn't want children. The first is they don't fit into my lifestyle. I am turning 37, Scorpio season, in like 2 weeks. And the life that I built for myself does not allow for children. Number 2 is I really just want a baby. Okay, hold on. Before y'all start running to my comments. Like 0 to 4 me, please. And then I would want like an adult child. 25 and up. They seem like they'd be a good time. Especially my kids. They're going to have personality. But that in between formidable years, return to sender. And it's not even like I despise children in that age, because I don't. I love all kids. It is the energy and the time and the sacrifice that it takes. So I'm not about to have a child and give them less than 100%. And then finally, I am not interested in being pregnant or giving birth. Auntie first, bad bitch immediately after.
This video, we see that there are a lot of women who actually decided to be child-free by their choice, not like they were forced to or circumstances made them so. For women who always ask, because basically it's mainly women who ask these women, why do you decide to be child-free? You are going to be lonely in your old age and stuff. I think these people already know what they want to put themselves into. They know that they don't want children. Some they don't want children because they feel that children might be distraction for their maybe what they want to do in life. And you ladies asking these women what their purpose in life is not nice. Like, before you as a woman gave birth, I mean you that have children, was it that you had no purpose in life aside giving birth? You didn't have any other purpose? Definitely there will be other purpose. So it shouldn't be different for these women who decide to be child free by their own choice. It's not like someone forced them to at gunpoint or something. It's what they decide to do. So you should free them. And for those who decide to have children and along the line the children didn't come, life happened, there was a kid didn't come, and they decide to be like that, you don't know those of them who life happened to. So asking them why you don't have children or why you don't have a child at 40, it's insensitive to me, because you don't know the circumstances surrounding these women. And for those of you who decide to give birth because you think, oh, children are a gift from God, and you don't have any means, any plan to train them, you just believe that children are a gift from God. When they come, God will take care of them. I think you should be the one that people should question. Why will you even think of bringing a child to the world when you don't have any resources to take care of them, because you believe God gives children? at the end of the day, you will be the one that will become the worst parent ever. So if people decide to be child free, they have their reasons, and those reasons should be respected. Well, that will be all about this video today. If you have watched me up to this very moment, you've watched me up to this point, and you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe, give my video a thumbs up, and if it's possible, share this video so that other people can see it. And please, I would like you all to share your opinion in the comment section. I'd like to know what you all think. I am Tracy, and right now I'm going to be signing out. See you in my next video. Bye.